just saw, looking to make their run a continued one here versus Fastcree, one of the best villagers in the business, I would say. I mean, although a bit of a hidden boss here.
At this point, yeah, I mean, Kree doesn't travel whatsoever, but he has been doing this for quite some time. Smash 4, only villager when everybody else dropped that character because, well, Cloud had something to say about those little weak, disjointed projectiles. He's stuck with the character and is still sticking with the character, and I swear to God, people talk a lot about Pac-Man players as being tricky and intelligent. Show me a villager that doesn't have a 1,000 IQ.
I know. Kree is one of those guys that just mixes you up with every option in the book and then some. He really just writes his own book at some points, able to just custom combo your way to victory. SlushieV2, one of those guys who can do the same, but with a limited kit like DK's, can only get you so far. We'll have to see what he keeps in order to make things a little bit more fresh.
At this point, it's going to be a battle of the beast versus the projectiles, so we'll have to see here if Fastcree is going to be able to keep this man's grubby mitts off of him. So far, not successful at all as the up air terrain coming out.
Okay, able to get that Psybe actually armoring right through, but it's still not going to get you the advantage you're looking for. Slushie able to get back for a short time, but these slingshots doing so much work. And right now, there it is, the first stock coming out. Fastcree looking very strong here.
Every single DK has said it a couple times. Buff aerial spinning Kong. That move is linear and doesn't travel too far. But speaking of traveling too far, when it is grounded, it does have that phenomenal armor that allows him to cut through the up smash right there from Kree.
Right, missing out on a grab opportunity. That is one win con, not able to be achieved thus far. Slushie just looking for any option, anything he can do to take this stock so far. Any of these Smashtag plus the F-tilt not going to do it when sending the wrong way.
Projectiles are out, but punches directly through it. Kree isn't going to go in, though. Like, he's not going to go ahead and chase you in with the Lloyd Rocket unless he knows that that's going to connect. Has to use a double jump to get over the bowling ball, toss him off stage. Back throw, yeah, that'll do it. Doesn't even need a mix-up at that percentage. You're just instantly toast.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he kind of just waited and then thought for a second and was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just kill him right here. Didn't need to break the bank, go crazy. Just go for a reliable option right now. Speaking of reliable options, Fastcree's building the tree. He knows that he can get a couple things off of this, forcing Slushie to not go anywhere near it for the next 30 seconds.
I mean, Axe is such a quick kill option. That is definitely the tool that you want right now. And now that he's got a little bit of time, we're going to see him set up the sapling at edge. No, instead just goes for the bowling ball again because Slushie went low. You cannot do that when Kree has the ability to react. It is so consistent that they'll have the opportunity to claim that stock, and now full stock lead for Kree.
Right, and you can see both of them trying to use hit extensions off the tree to get what they want. That damage does reduce the time that tree is out present on the field, so it does shrink when taking a lot of damage. So you can see Slushie doing it sort of like a two birds, one stone sort of thing. Get it out of the way as fast as possible, but also try to hit Kree with some of your extensions.
Goes low again, and that is 3 for 3 with the bowling ball.
Oh, I was going to say, because he hit him into the Lloyd, I wasn't sure if that was actually going to save him there, but it didn't. He actually still died off the Lloyd hit, but it did connect.
It just feels like, what does DK actually do in that situation? Like, his recovery is so susceptible to Kree just sitting at edge, and then if you go high, he hits you with a slingshot. If you try to go directly to the edge, he hits you with a Lloyd Rocket. And then if you try to go low, you die.
And here's the issue with DK is, like, a lot of those times you're put in those situations, really the only option that you're given is to completely reverse the situation, go for some, like, ridiculous reverse down B stuff to be like, no, wait, this is my turn. I'm off stage. I'm taking you down with me. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, that sometimes does work with DK, but the character that gets boiled down to only being able to do that off stage, if that's your only option, it's just not going to cut it.
And it only works when the characters have to go off stage to play with you. Kree's not taking a step off of that edge. He's just going to sit there and toss out slingshots and dare you to do something about it.
Exactly. So we're going to go right back to PS2. Game number 2 here.
And the tree is already out for Kree as he just wants to go ahead and cover any attempt from Slushie to get down. The up smash again. He understands that Slushie likes to land with those back airs, and that is an easy punish if he calls it. Look at the damage here, but finally busting out a disadvantage with that armor on the punch.
Yeah, and then, managing to get some extended follow-up here after a long while of unsure if he was actually going to be able to get something like that. But now we're looking like he gets something off of the Lloyd Rocket. He actually jumps above it while it's still activating. So that's actually not bad. We're doing all right. He could probably take this first stock if he gets something good here, but
Cree didn't have a double jump, so twice in a row he had to rely on that Lloyd Rocket to bring him back. Finally does manage to get his feet set on the ground, but Slushie already charging up that punch. Gets the grab. Not going to get any kind of a ding-dong, so he gets the DI mix-up instead.
For sure, very good mix-up at that. I think that now that we're avoiding some of those Lloyd Rocket stuff, this is a much different kind of game. Slushie able to kind of press his advantage, get in close when necessary. The gap has been rather close, but now he's closed it.
Now at this point, we just need that one quick window here for Cree to toss out that axe. So far, Slushie doing a really good job of keeping this man in disadvantage. We haven't seen Slushie off stage yet, and look at the reversal. Yeah, tries to get the slaps into the grab again. Not going to work out this time. Okay. Now Slushie in that awkward spot. There's the Lloyd Rocket to claim the double jump, but Cree goes off stage. He finally obliges and does not just edge trap, and good God, look at the difference here. Slushie at 180. Still alive and kicking on his first stock. And he armors through that. That's going to not kill, though.
Right. I mean, this is interesting. I'm surprised. Fastcree opting for slingshot a lot. He could be going for some down air in this situation. I want to see the turnip stocks go up. Like, we need to see some of those kills because right now the slingshot just not doing it.
Yeah, at 197, like each of these projectiles dealing like 4, maybe 5 damage max. And you're just going to die from the punch if you dare to try to claim space against Slushie. Yeah, that is just not the tool you want to be tossing out right now.
Oh my God, this is the snowball potential. The white ape comes out. The Yeti, if anything, is starting to build this momentum. And now you got to be very careful getting hit by the first hit of down B. Now the delay is not enough. You're going to get hit by the bowling ball for sure.
At that point, finally, Cree got you in the checkmate position where all he has to do is hold that smash attack and just wait for you to slowly drift or spin towards him.
No ding-dong, so we're going to be able to live for just a little bit longer. Fastcree's time is running out. He's trying to get the delay as much as he possibly can. That actually extended a little bit, so it led to Slushie not being able to recover in fast enough for Cree to get back.
And now we're seeing also Slushie be aggressive with these hitboxes.
You're dead.
So smart on his side. Like 2 or 3 times in a row, he'll claim space, go forward with something like a forward air or a back air or that up B, each of which will clank with or beat villagers' projectiles. When he has the lead, he doesn't need to safeguard his percent so judiciously, and he can instead start swinging with wild abandon.
Yeah, and that he is. He is definitely, he came out, he's like, anyway, I started blasting. And I'm serious, it feels like that because that seemed to have made the difference. Slushie is bringing this back, bringing it to a game 3 and an even one at that. 1 game apiece. Fastcree, what advantage he had gained and garnered in the first game, potentially could gain that back here on Hollow Bastion of all stages.
So I believe that this is a best of 5 here in losers semi. So this is basically we're in best of 3 territory all of a sudden. We've got another couple games to play with at the very least. And Cree starting off again so quickly here. Slushie taking a ton of damage and so far seeking his first hit, but Cree's defense ironclad to start this game on Hollow Bastion.
Absolutely. This is exactly what you want to do because when he's stuck on that side of the stage, he really cannot get out. You're covering everything. You're covering above the platform with the Lloyd Rocket or the slingshot, and you're covering below with the slingshot as well. There are so many options you can do here. And right now, Fastcree forcing Slushie into all of the wrong ones. He is nairing a lot, which has been give or take, giving him some stuff, right? It's like, I would say 50 to 70% chance that he actually gets something off of the nair. But it's not much more than that.
Cree's just being a menace, though, with like these projectiles may not do too much damage each individually, but they set up situations where Slushie thinks he has to jump, he thinks he has to stay in shield, and eventually it's going to force him to choose a bad option. Cree's going to react to it, and he's going to be able to hard punish. At this point, at 145, though, he doesn't feel the need to extend or do anything more than what he's doing.
Right, and where Slushie was, felt so comfortable to be able to throw buttons in that last game, right now it's all Fastcree being able to throw every single button that he needs in order to win himself the advantage. Slushie, his buttons just are not working.
Isn't even game, though. He has to roll through that.
Okay, that was a big punish, yeah. Once you miss on that up B, that's something you relied on earlier in that game. Now it's not going to benefit you in the way that you want, so Slushie going to take a quick deficit for that one.
The tree is out, extending the hitbox there. And looks like a grab release on that one.
Okay, gets the mix-up and no tech from Fastcree.
That is a spot where you absolutely need that tech. You cannot allow this man to draw even and claim a stock that early. Yeah. All that work, all those projectiles that Fastcree had to toss out was for naught just because of the missed tech.
Okay, but I like the mix-up, not completely watering the tree. There it is. Going to put Axe on deck. Let's see if he can get some of this shield pressure. Right now, Slushie has been forced into Slushie. Oh my god, all the extension. That was out for like a half second plus more. That was disgusting.
Insane so far. Get him with the duff, the left and the right. But look at just the aggression by Slushie here. Rolls back in and then immediately finds himself stuck at edge. We are one water droplet away from that tree to come out. But good up B out of shield, punishing Kree for just tapping a little bit too much with that jab.
I mean, it really just feels like a DP in the FGC since he's able to just anti-air you on disadvantage. You mash on my shield, get wrecked.
And the up air just immediately catching Kree, jumping over him. Slushie, he has a lead again, and after that early stock 1, I didn't think that we would see him make this comeback so quickly.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, like, Hollow Bastion has kind of low ceilings, so a lot of these, like, upper kills, DK can actually benefit a lot. I mean, sure, up air for Villager might be okay, but we have not seen that at all from Fastcree.
Lloyd Rocket will get Fastcree back to center stage and more. But the berry into the up smash. No, great mash from Kree.
Good mash. 76% is not terrible. Still has to, can't even hold shield.
He rolled in.
He's dead.
He rolled into the up smash. That's the one thing you can't do. DK's ground speed, not enough to punish you if you roll out. But instead, Slushie was able to react and get the hard punish to claim that stock. And we went from having almost 120% to 0 on stock 1 to this man getting a 2 stock. Insane.
Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. But not for me.
Oh, no.
Like, no. It feels so bad. Fastcree now in a horrible position, getting reverse swept. Not even a full sweep. You didn't even take a second game. Fastcree got to get himself back on the board here. Slushie looking like he wants to close this out. ASAFP.
At this point here, it just becomes like he understands what to do in neutral. It's just claiming the stocks. It's claiming the stocks and not getting hit by these situations where you're put into 50-50s, and if you guess wrong, you die at 60.
Yeah, true. Okay, kind of muscling your way in on the Lloyd Rocket. So far, it has been giving you the close-range pressure that you're looking for. Kree is stuck on ledge, and where sometimes he is comfortable there. It does not look like it now.
DK, though, has to use his double jump right there, but not going to hit with the berry. Fastcree, again, he's committing to these options at corners so hard, and Slushie is just taking his time. He's actually showing that he is the patient one in this matchup, while Kree's nerves perhaps a bit frayed.
I mean, it's true, but I mean, I would say even then, the patience isn't even that great. Slushie is just picking the right options. It's patience into the quick burst option that he needs, and yeah, Kree, because he needs more time to set up these traps, Slushie's aggression is not letting him get them.
Double jump into the back air, just waiting for Kree to drop shield and try to claim a little bit of space. Lloyd Rocket is out, but the Nair lingers that long, clips through both of those balloons, and he's just going to do it again.
He's going to absolutely do it again. I mean, given the green light to go for it again, he will absolutely, as long as it works, keep going for it.
Good parry by Slushie, and then he tries to actually use the neutral beat to muscle through that. Doesn't work out, but on the second try, he is able to get back to stage.
Yeah, okay, but then goes for the reverse B down B.
Dunk the man with a fair, the aggressive option off stage, and you don't typically think in this matchup that DK is going to be the one claiming stocks off stage, but Slushie's shown that continuously. Kree does claim the stock, but this is a full stock lead for Slushie in a decisive game, potentially, unless Kree comes out with something special right here.
Yeah, and so far he is looking pretty good. 71% off the rip is nothing to sneeze at. I'm definitely surprised he's getting these roll-ins as well with the nairs.
That tree, the axe would have toppled the tree and hit DK right there, but it was at that last second it decided to disappear. That's
unfortunate. Right now, Slushie just kind of flipping around menacingly. Fastcree unable to kind of beat back this aggression. It's that passive aggression too, right? It's like Fastcree not able to really use his slingshot as he once did in the set.
Passive aggression, not in the sense of sending a post-it note to your roommate, but instead just tossing out those disjointed back airs and daring this man to do something about it. And so far, Cree has not had the answer quite yet. Clap coming out, not going to connect, but that neutral air actually going to sneak underneath DK. The bowling ball dropped a little bit too early.
Yeah, I know. Again, just forcing the option a little too quickly. He's not able to get these setups. Finally getting something here with the up smash, but 113. This has got to go perfectly. And Slushie already smiling this one off, realizing like, wow, I got this one in the bag. And there it is, the 3-1. Slushie with the up air, the JV2. Wow, Fastcree just caught unawares.
It felt like that first